Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All, the series where I take my hormone therapy pills live on webcam. So Elizabeth Warren has been cringing around. She's been crawling around, slithering about, and all that fun stuff. So there's going to be a little bit of a more in depth than I usually do. I got 8 tabs open right now. So there's been this thing with the Culinary Union in Nevada. Basically, a bunch of rich casino fuckers who own a union are trying to say that Bernard is, they're gonna take away my health care. And I just want to talk about how Elizabeth Warren and Pete Buttfuck are taking advantage of the situation. And I want to start off with this little quick video, which is Elizabeth Warren ramping up to go after Bernard after the New Hampshire primary ended. So,
but the fight between factions in our party has taken a sharp turn in recent weeks, with ads mocking other candidates and with supporters of some candidates shouting curses at other Democratic candidates.
How dare you! No, not the curses! Curses! Oh no! Like, man, oh no, they're shouting curses! Oh, what a fucking bitch. Oh my god.
At other Democratic candidates.
I gotta listen to
that. Shouting curses at other Democratic candidates. These harsh tactics might work if you are willing to burn down the rest of the party in order to be the last man standing. They might work if you don't worry about leaving our party and our politics worse off than how you found it. And they might work if you think only you have all the answers and only you are the solution to all our problems.
This is so cringy. This is so cringy. Okay, so real quick, again, before we get into the culinary thing, Elizabeth Warren is basically pretending like Twitter is the entire electorate, and that's what's super annoying about this. Like, when you go canvassing, when you do phone banking, when you do any of that crap, like, no one ever is like, well, I don't, Bernard's supporters were the Bernie Bros, they cursed at Elizabeth Warren I saw someone post a snake emoji, so, I really would like healthcare, but, I don't really like the snake emoji. Like, no one says that. I've spoken to hundreds of people, and no one said that. Zero real voters have ever said, well, the Bernie Bros, the rat emojis are a little bit too far. Like, nobody gives a fuck. That's what it's so bizarre. Like, this is just, like, pandering to her base, but not even her base. Like, it's a minute fraction of her base. It's cringy. So the Culinary Union here basically put out a statement. I'm not going to read all the statements because that's a lot of fucking work, and who do you think I am? I'm not going to do all that crap. You can read it yourself. I'll post a lot of these links in the description if you want to do that yourself. But yes, the Culinary Union's leadership has essentially said, the Bernie Bros, oh no, like they basically said, Bernie's gonna take away our health care to enact Medicare for all. Evil socialism, right? And then the Bernie Bros are like, no, actually that's not true. And now, oh, we've been attacked. And it's really funny because the actual union, non-leadership, the actual union members have started this little petition slash whatever it is, to basically try to rally and organize everyone who's in the union who wants to endorse Bernard and doesn't want to go through this crap. So this is purely a manufactured outrage by rich casino-loving union leadership, which is just like, again, of course Bernard's not gonna get those people. And now Elizabeth Warren's like, no one should attack the Culinary Union and its members for fighting hard themselves and their families. I want to see every American high quality and affordable. Do you remember in 2016 when everyone learned about the Affordable Access to healthcare. Remember, Hillary Clinton? I almost said Elizabeth Warren. I mean, they're basically the same person. But remember when Hillary Clinton was like, "I want affordable access to healthcare," and then Bernard is like, "No, it should be free." Blah, blah. Like this is the same thing. Remember when Elizabeth Warren? Oh, she's Medicare for all candidate. Oh, I can't believe they're still gaslighting us on that one. By the way, the Culinary Union basically said, "Oh yeah, Elizabeth Warren's the Medicare for all candidate without stealing your insurance." It's super cringe. It's literally lies. That's what's so disturbing about this whole thing is that they're literally lying. Like they're lying, and like they get really mad when you just correct their misinformation. Like again, I've said this before, but we live in a post-fact world. Like Donald Trump supporters go like, "Oh, God, the Mexicans are going in the border. God dang, get my shotgun, steal my guns." Like, you know what I mean? Like, those people are, like, absurd, they're crazy. And then you have, like, the liberal feminist, like, loser fuckers. They're like, "Oh my God, white men, they want health care. Oh no." And that's just like, they live in these post-fact, alternative facts worlds. This is not real. There is no universe in 2020 where Elizabeth Warren is a Medicare for all candidate. That does not exist. That is like, like if you Google like what if the South had won, and you read like a bunch of like fan fiction like of like what the universe would be like if the South had won, and there are two different countries, and like how some of the same people in history would still exist, but they would be slightly different. That's like this. Like it's what if Elizabeth Warren was a Medicare for all candidate, and then you peer into the lenses of the Twilight Zone and just see, oh, that's what would happen. Except like we're seeing that in real life, and she's not actually a Medicare for all candidate. She's just lying. It's absurd. But yeah, so high quality, affordable, affordable. Like missing the point there. And then Pete Buttfuck is doing this like, "Oh, I'm not white. I mean, I'm totally white, and only white people like me, and in my own town, everyone who's not white basically protests me and thinks I'm garbage, but I can speak other languages. Look at me." And then he translates as, "I stand with the Culinary Union and the fight for better wages, world-class healthcare, and the American dream." Like, what the fuck is that garbage? So we have Cancel Sam here with some good receipts about this. And it appears that some high-class Culinary Union people in the leadership also worked with the Center for American Progress, which, if you don't know, that is Neera Tanden's cult. And I say cult with all intensity. It is a cult. Again, post-fact, alternative fact. Like they're writing fan fiction in real time, you know what I mean? That kind of shit. The same people that also went after Bernard 4 years ago, which is important to understand. Again, I'll link all this in the description if you want to look more. But yes, this is not good. And then also we have this that I found, where Elizabeth Warren and her staffers have been crossing picket lines for the very same Culinary Union. Like, what is this, August? So what, 6 months ago? 7 months, can I do 9, 10? 6 months ago? And that's hilarious. So here we have this. Federal election filings reveal that Senator Elizabeth Warren's campaign, which has vowed to stand with the Palms workers as early as March, has repeatedly crossed the picket line at the Palms Casino Resort, which is in the crosshairs of the union's boycott, with stays in May and June. Unbelievable. That's absolutely hilarious. And then we have this other thread here, which basically just goes on and extrapolates on how Bernard would help unions, and especially, with healthcare and wages. Bernard has the most expansive union plans out of any presidential candidate just ever in history, and his campaign is literally a union. So I mean, it's one of those things where it's just like, these people got nothing. They got nothing. They got nothing. They've got literally nothing. And it's just, again, it's bizarre to watch this happen. They're literally, like, writing fan fiction in real time. It's weird. And it's at the same thing where it's like, what's weirder? The MAGA people who go like, "Oh my God, they're gonna be Mexicans, girl, take my job." Like, those people are just fucking like, like those people are just sad. They're just brainwashed, right? But what's worse, that or someone who like LARPs is like, I've got a college degree, I work in government, and my best friend's Barack Obama. Like someone like that is susceptible to the same amount of brainwashing. It's just bizarre. It's super bizarre. But anyway, so this is what's going on with the culinary thing. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to let me know. I'm doing a new series. I put out the first episode of the Grab Bag. That's my Q&A series. If you have any questions, comments, anything from me as a person in the general, if you want to know, like what my favorites, cheese is, I'll tell you. I won't tell you now. I could just tell you now, but I'm going to bait you into asking so that I can make another video and force you to watch it. See? I'm diabolical. I'm diabolical right now. That's fucked up. I'm diabolical, but that's okay. I'm not as diabolical as Elizabeth Warren. But thank you for watching, and go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here.